Hey everybody, Spacewizard here. The next Hearthstone adventure, One Night in Karazahn, was announced on the 28th, and so for this week's video, I'm going to be going over everything you need to know about Karazahn. The adventure is set in a big, disco-themed party hosted by the mage Medivh in his magical tower, which is called Karazahn. There are 5 wings, the prologue and the parlor, which are set to release on August 11th, the opera, which is set to release on the 18th, the menagerie on the 25th, and the final wing, the spire, on September 1st. Unlike other wings in previous adventures, the prologue is a special wing which will be free and available to everyone. However, only 2 cards will be unlocked by completing it, the Enchanted Raven and Fireland's Portal. Individual wings will cost $6.99 or 700 gold, and you can purchase all the wings together in a $20 bundle. If you already own one or more of the wings, you'll be able to buy the rest bundled together at a reduced price as well. If you purchase all 4 of the available wings within the first week of the adventure's release, you'll earn a special, extra funky, limited edition Karazahn Knights card back. Another Karazahn-themed card back, which looks like a party invitation, has also been revealed, but Blizzard has not yet stated how you can earn this one. Many have speculated that this card back will be earned during the August rank season, but there's really no way to tell until we get confirmation. And of course, there will be a card back you can earn by completing every wing of One Night in Karazahn on Heroic mode, but we have not seen this card back yet. We're also getting a new board along with the adventure, which has some sort of an alchemy table, which we'll presumably be able to make a mess with since there's a broom right next to it, an opera stage with a brazier and a locked chest, some sort of a study with a spellbook we might be able to flip through, and a barrel full of magic stardust. And lastly, a bathtub with a rubber ducky that will undoubtedly make this the best board in the entire game, since there's no way that duck is not going to make a quack sound when you click on it. There are a total of 45 new cards you'll be able to earn from the adventure by defeating each wing's various bosses, which you can view a full list of on the Hearthhead Karazahn guide, which I'll link to here and in the description. Something to take note of is the mystery final boss that some people are speculating could be Archthief or Fom, since he's seen stealing a book in the background of the trailer, and one of the rewards from the final wing of the adventure is an ethereal peddler. Now, we haven't even seen a third of all the cards from the adventure yet, but we've already got some pretty cool stuff to theorycraft with. Kindly Grandmother is a 1/1 beast for 2 hunter minion, with Death Rattle summon a 3/2 Big Bad Wolf, which is also a beast. My initial thoughts are that this is like a hybrid Haunted Creeper Nerubian Egg, which is probably strictly better than either of them. There's never really a situation where this card is bad on curve, especially since the minion it summons with its Death Rattle is also a beast. Blizzard is really pushing for a Death Rattle Hunter deck here, but I can easily see this becoming a staple for every Hunter deck. Fireland's Portal is a 7-cost mage spell that deals 5 damage and summons a random 5-cost minion. I'm not entirely sure how good this card is going to be since its mana cost is a bit high and there is RNG involved here, but as it stands, Tempo Mage is missing a proactive 7-drop play, and while this isn't entirely non-reactive, there is some actual tempo involved here, so this could potentially see some play. Ethereal Peddler is a 5/6 for 5 rogue minion with Battlecry, reduce the cost of cards in your hand from other classes by 2. For me, this seems like a definite step in the right direction for Rogue. We're moving further away from a reliance on the Miracle and Weapon engine the class has been glued to since the dawn of time, and this seems like a really interesting way to go about it. It has very good stats, so we just need 1 or 2 more ways to get cards from other classes, and Rogue might have a new archetype to play around with. Malchezaar's Imp is a 1/3 demon for 1 warlock minion with whenever you discard a card, draw a card. It's going to take more support than just this to make a full-on discard warlock a top-tier archetype, but there's no doubt that this card is ridiculously strong in that archetype. Essentially nullifying discard effects is going to open up a lot of options for warlock decks from here on out, and because this card is so cheap, you don't necessarily need to play it on curve to get a lot of value out of it. The last card I want to talk about is Barnes, a neutral legendary 3/4 for 4 with Battlecry summon a 1/1 copy of a random minion in your deck. This card has some real potential to just completely break the game. Since you're getting a 1/1 along with Barnes, this minion's stat line is actually pretty good, and you can do one of 2 things to ensure that his effect is going to be just as good. Either fill your deck up with cards that combo with Barnes like Dreadsteed, Yashiraj, Ysera, Cairn, really anything that's power comes from its effect, so the odds are in your favor. Or make the only minions in your deck ones that combo with Barnes. Imagine you have a deck where the only 2 minions in it are Barnes and Malygos. Barnes would effectively just be a 4-mana Malygos, and if the rest of the cards in your deck just deal damage, suddenly you can burst your opponent much more flexibly as long as Malygos is still in your deck. I'm very much looking forward to seeing what kind of combos are now available with the help of this card. That's it for this week's video, guys, but don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. I'll be back next week with another new video, but until then, you can check out Hearthhead.com or either of its social media pages for all sorts of Hearthstone-related content. See you next time, everybody.